morning. Time for a process video. What I have today, I'm going to be honest. One of the coolest things about not scrapbooking chronologically, because I do not go chronologically. I decided years ago I've got entirely too many pictures. I will just never keep up and stay ahead and all the things. So my stuff is I just do what inspires me. I do what I like. I do what I come across, whatever. And I had come across this box of photos. It was my mother-in-law's, and she passed away about, oh gosh, I guess it's been about 5-6 years ago now. It was 2015. Anyway, she had this box of photos. I've been just kind of digging through them, and she had a lot of little things of my little girl. And some of these, they're not good pictures, generally speaking, most of them. This is back before digital pictures, really. So they're not great, but they're kind of cool to look at. And then I'm coming across pictures. Oh, gosh, I can't get that lid back on. Anyways, coming across pictures that just makes me smile. And this was my little old girl, my little baby. I have it written somewhere. I think she's not very old here because she can't hardly lift her head. I think she's about 4 months. But she had the cutest clothes, y'all. I dressed this child. She was a little diva. She had matching shoes for everything. I think by the time she was a year old, she had something like 27 pairs of shoes or something. I was terrible. But she's an only child, and my husband and I were dinks. So, you know what? I dressed my baby. And she had a bow for everything. She was so cute. Red hair. Anyway, I tell you all that to tell you I pulled this picture out. And I had this Hip Kit Club. And I think this one, yeah, it's March 2020. Still had, you know, it's kind of based around this Pink Fresh Life right now, which is really pretty. And I thought, you know, I like this little sheet right here. Just really, I like this little sheet. It says, you know, a bunch of different words. Make time for fun. Real life is full of ups and downs. Here, you know, just kind of a cute little set. What I thought, I don't have a sketch or anything. I kind of want to play off of these words. I just thought it was pretty. That being said, Explorer's not really, well, I don't know. It says Little Adventure. Well, I'm not probably going to see that. Because what I'm thinking is I'm going to mount my picture on these things. I got to do little cutesy things with it. And then I want to kind of have a horizontal element, I think. I need to think about it because I don't want to cover it. I don't want it to look weird. But I think that's what I'm going to end up doing because I kind of want to, because if I just stick this here, but then maybe this is enough of a horizontal. I don't really know if I need anything else. So I think I'm going to start with matting the picture and setting it down there and looking at it. And because I do want to use like my little ephemeras and things. I don't know that I need a title. That's the other thing. Because all these words kind of make up the title, right? Unless I just put her name. I may do that because, you know, I might do that. Because I do have all these letters. And I do like them. So I may make her name. But I want to use up some of these ephemeras, some of these stickers. This slipped in there, y'all. This don't go in there really. But it's okay. Anyways, I'm thinking I'll make me just some clusters, you know, around the thing. And that's what I think I'm going to do. The only other thing is, do I want to frame this? I really don't want to cut it. That's the only bad thing. So, I may just ink the edge. So, let me go ahead and I'm going to stop the camera, stop nattering at you. And I'll probably turn it back on once I get this matted and kind of start figuring out what I'm going to do. And I'll speed it up. I don't actually anticipate this taking me very long. And I say that, and you watch, it'll take me an hour. But I hope not. Anyways, we'll talk soon.
Well, y'all, such is life. I had to come back the next day. So my little sunshine stream is missing, and my cat is back. And honestly, this morning I didn't feel like messing with arguing with her. So she sits up there the whole time. So the first thing I do is I take that little bit of pattern paper there from that Hip Kit Club, and I do trim a little horizontal piece. And I had gone over, I thought about it last night, and I ran over and I got there. I had 2 of those little fringe strips left from the January Hip Kit Club. And so I had in my head, I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a little, I'm going to add a top and a bottom, I guess is what I'm saying. So I end up, I'm going to use some tape in just a second, some double-sided tape. I did already mat my photo, as I talked about on the little intro piece there. I've already matted the photo with those 2 pieces of paper, and I think that looks really cute. And so here's where I'm getting that double-sided tape, and I'm just putting it on the fringe pieces to add it to the little, I guess, what is that, little square, I guess, kind of little square patterns. And I think that looks really cute. The colors went well. The nice thing about Hip Kit is most of the time, honestly, cross kit, you can use stuff. The colors are usually fairly, you know, in the pastel range, and it's kind of cool because, again, I've got a little box now. I've created a little box for my leftover Hip Kit ephemera, and I'll go, and in fact I do in this instance, even with this layout. Initially I just had out the March 2022, and I pulled out that ephemera, and again, as I mentioned, it's kind of like I think it said real life or a day in the life or something. And most of the ephemera itself actually didn't really go from like a theme standpoint, or it was stuff like stress management or this or that, and it didn't really go with a baby picture. So I ended up going and getting the January ephemera, and I ended up pulling quite a bit out from that. But it all goes together so well, it's okay. Now my little tape gun here, he decides to crap out on me in just a minute. I don't think until, I forget which part I'm trying to glue down, and it gets mad and I run out of tape. And then I realized I hadn't bought any tape. Oh, y'all, I got to place an order. Anyways, so I'll end up pulling a different tape runner out. But so now I'm going to just curl up these little pieces of fringe. The nice thing about fringe is you kind of need to do something. Otherwise, why have it, right? So I kind of curl it up with my fingers first. And then I'll end up putting my picture in just a second. I'm going to put it up on foam tape. Now, at this point, I haven't 100% decided where everything's going to go. But I do decide in just a second, after I'm kind of looking at the way I've got this set up, I go, okay, I have a nice spot for my title. So in just a second, I'm going to get I'm going to use my purple font, and I'm actually going to go get, oh, here's where it does it. It gets all messed up. I end up using, well, first off, it was kind of weird because the tape like grabbed the paper and yanked it up. And I go, well, my God. And then I realized that the tape gun was about to run out of ink. That noise kind of messed my cat up. She goes, what is that noise? And that was kind of it. I get this little bit here and then that's it. So I'm going to set it off to the side, and I'll pull a little double-sided tape out here and just stick it on the back. I do have a little tape runner I pull out, but those are, I mean, they're okay for small stuff, but I'm going to need to get me some more tape here. I'm going to have to get on the Amazon. When I go to the convention in June here, I'm going to buy me a big old set of these tape gun runner deal, or the rolls that go in these tape guns. 2 at a time, just not lasting me very long. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish curling up my little pieces here. And then, as I said, I'm going to cut over in just a second because I'm going to pull out my purple font. I'm going to spell out my daughter's name. And I had it in my head originally. I decided to call it Baby Brooke. Or actually, this is, again, I pulled out all these ephemeras. And I was kind of, you can see above the top of the paper there, that was the stuff from the collection I'm actually working with. But as I went through it, I go, none of this really kind of goes. Like, it's just, I mean, and I didn't mind randomness in some sense, but it was like, it just was so off topic or whatever. I'm like, I don't know about this. So I set those, I left them up there just in case, but I actually pulled out the January stuff. And that's what's on the left right there next to the paper on the left. And I've kind of pulled out what I think I might use. So I decided to spell out Baby Brooke is what I decided on. So I put Brooke in purple letters, and then I went and pulled, I think that's also a Hip Kit collection. I don't remember which month. I'm almost certain. I know it is because it says Hip Kit. I don't recall which month. No, it's not. Pink Fresh, I think. It came from Hip Kit, but I don't remember which month. So anyway, I'm going to spell out baby with the pink. And it's kind of cute because it's got a little like, what's the word? Calligraphy feel to it. So I spell out the word baby with a little calligraphy. And it's just, it says Baby Brooke. And then I have a little piece of ephemera that says hello. It's like stitching. It looks like a cross stitching. And it says hello, Baby Brooke. And I think that looks really cute. Now, that might have actually come, and y'all, now I've done mixed myself up. I don't remember which month is what. I feel like that might have come out of January, but it could have come out of March. I don't even remember now. But I think it looks really cute up there. And I actually ended up finding another little arrow that has a little yellow word on it that I'll put underneath Brooke. I think it's, oh gosh, y'all, I'm not looking at it right now, but I think it says like be content or something. And it looks pretty cute up there. But this is where I've got these little pieces, and I've glued those down, and I'm going to come in a second and pull out, there we go. So I pulled this tag out. I think I'm going to fill this space up here above the picture is what I'm planning on doing here. And I found this tag that has some florals on it that says, I adore you on the little square. I start with the umbrella, and I thought to use that, and I pull out this little circle like cross-stitchy thing, and I'm kind of trying to build this cluster. I don't think either one of those pieces end up making it on there, actually. I'm just kind of trying to, I need to build like I want it to kind of go up, from the left of the picture and go up to the right. And I'm just looking for stuff that'll match. And this is where I typically cut out, if I'm honest, but I'm kind of leaving it in here because I want you guys to see the thought process, I guess. Y'all, my cat's up on my counter. She never does that. And I don't know what she's doing up there. Sorry. Anyways, I'm just kind of going through these ephemeras and puffies and stickers, and there's a lot to choose from. And I actually I find on this chipboard piece, I do like this little like flower pot looking thing. I think, okay, that's kind of cute. I'm going to put that there. Well, it's going to go in that cluster, but it doesn't go there. So it looks a little funny, kind of. It goes kind of in that general area, but I'll end up moving it around. So again, this is just me and I don't know if you guys are bored or not, so I don't know, you can comment below, but it's just kind of showing my thought process, right? I'm just trying to find things in the right shape and the right dimension and the right colors, of course, and I'm just picking and pulling. I do like this little book. Now that, to be completely honest with y'all, I just sat there and carried on and on about how that ephemera doesn't have any kind of like theme or whatever, or it doesn't really match the theme, and then I stick a book there. And I guess there's not really a reason for a book other than, I guess you could say, you know, people have a life story or whatever, and maybe this is the beginning of her book. I mean, I don't know. It just looked cute to me, and the colors were right. So truthfully, that's why I stuck it there. Because then I stick a little old cupcake or something over there, and there's really no real good reason for that either. So I don't know, y'all. I went from it needed to be kind of thematic to let's just go random here. I do like this happy, happy, happy. That looks really cute. It kind of brings in the colors, and I cut that in there. I thought to put this little phrase. It said something about like it's the best year ever or something. So I'm thinking, okay, it's her first year. But my problem was the greens to the word here and that best year, they're just too close, and they were too physically close to each other for it to be enough balance. So I didn't want to use that. That's where I stick that little cupcake. And then I think, okay, this is where I'm good. I'm happy with where I've got laid down here. So I'm going to glue these things kind of in place. I do end up going over there and getting a string in a minute for my tag. So don't worry, it won't be naked. But I'll glue these things down. And I actually end up adding one more little puffy sticker at that in that cluster as well. But for the moment, again, I'm happy with what I found for my little clusters. And I'm just trying to put these back on here. Yeah, so that's my little tape runner I've got to use now. I mean, I don't dislike it. It is a good little tape runner. It's I think it's Tombow, and I have a bunch of refills for it, so I kind of need to use them anyways. It's good enough. I tend to use the gun because I don't know why. I guess it just sticks everything. So here's where I got my string, and I run off, and I'm going to make my tag not be naked. And I'm going to fill this in here. I never can get my finger through them holes. There's my cat. Y'all see, she's just hanging out over there. I mean, thankfully, she didn't try to sit on my layout. Not sometimes she will. I kind of pushed her to the side just a little before I got started. But unfortunately, that does impact my lighting. Hopefully, you can kind of see the right-hand side over there because I don't have, my light kind of is up over the, it's kind of next to my computer and shines down. So hopefully it's not too dark on that right-hand side. I do glue my string down. I don't want it to flop around. So he's glued down now. And I'm looking at my layout, and I think this is where I decide, what am I doing? Oh, I'm putting the foam up underneath the little words, the little yellow arrow pointy thingy. I think it says, like I said, I think it says like be content or something. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at it right now. Y'all, I just did this layout too. Well, I say that all the time that I just did it, then I can't ever remember what I just did. Oh, well, it's kind of early yet, right? All right, so I'm going to stick my little arrow down there, and that looks kind of cute. So I like my title situation there. I think that looks really cute. Hello, baby Brooke. Oh, she's so cute. And then I get into this little foam stickers here, and I like this little foam sticker that says, y'all, I can't say it's too tiny. I remember it kind of had something to do with like, oh gosh, had something to do doing things. I don't remember what it is now. I should have known. But anyway, it looks cute. The color kind of goes with the little teal stuff. And then the font there had these hearts on it. So I go, okay, I'm gonna put these little hearts on here. And I do like these little puffy hearts. And I feel that I do put 3 of them. I think there's 3 or 4 on the puffy sheet. I put 3. And then I'm going to pull out the enamel dots. And I decided to go with the real light colors because I do have a lot going on already. And I put, technically I ended up with 3 down in the title area and only 2 in the upper right. I don't know if that's design principle compliance, but I like it. I think it looks pretty. I didn't want to go over the top with that stuff. But I do decide I want to put a little bit of subtle sprinkles. So in a moment, I'm going to run over and I'm going to pick up a Lindy Stamp Gang. And it's a real soft pink. I don't remember the name of it. If you really want to know, I can tell you. You'll probably see the bottle. But it's a real soft pink. So I do run over and I pick that up. And I'm going to, so sorry. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit with my paintbrush. I thought about trying to use my little nozzle end or whatever, but I just knew that wasn't going to do right. So I just sprinkle this. You see my cat, she's just watching me do it. You see her little head? She's so cute. Oh gosh, she gets into trouble so much. But anyway, I'm just kind of putting this very subtle little pink splatters on here. It's not going to be easy to see like on camera, but it's really pretty. It's just got a little tiny shimmer to it. And that's all I'm going to do. The desk here is kind of a hot mess, but I'll bring it up close to the camera so you can kind of see. There it is. Isn't that cute? And that is a 5x7 photo, by the way. I never really mentioned that. But that's a larger photo. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe and all the good stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye.